Hey, it's Joddie Taylor of SnackySays. Welcome back to my podcast, the SnackySays podcast. Today I am chatting about gift ideas for coffee lovers, $25 and under. So a few months ago, I did a gift ideas episode and I said something like, I could do this all day, and I really can. So I thought, it's time, let me do another episode, but make it very specific. So I'm gonna start with an unsolicited PSA. Yes, this is $25 and under. But if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. Skippity skip. Don't buy gifts for yourself or others that are not in the budget. I'm going to put a resource in the show notes where you can figure out the math. But basically, it's not $25 if you put it on a credit card and you're like still paying for it a few months from now. It defeats the purpose of getting it's subjective, but getting an affordable gift. Okay. And in terms of housekeeping, I have 10 gift ideas for you. The prices are what they cost today. Some of them are on sale, so they may actually be over $25 by the time you listen to this podcast episode. And I think I said something like this in the last gift ideas episode, but I hope this is like a jumping off point for you and inspiration. You don't have to get exactly what's in the show notes. Of course, you can do whatever you want, but hopefully it inspires you, because it's gifts are, it depends on the person. It depends on what they like. And what you feel like buying. You might look at these and be like, nah, I don't think I want to go with a cup, but maybe some stickers. That's what I mean. Also, a note on the show notes. I've mentioned this, I think, in the past, but I don't say it regularly. Depending on where you're listening to this, maybe it's YouTube, maybe it's Spotify. I've noticed that the links don't always work. So I usually put something at the top that says, after it's posted, that says show notes links. So click on that. It'll be jodie.substack.com/ the name of the podcast episode or some variation of it. And you'll be able to click on the links. One more note on links. If you're a longtime listener, you might recall that Amazon has kicked me off their affiliate program, not once, but twice. But baby, I'm back. And I'm slowly replacing links in old episodes with Amazon links, because before I was like, I'm not giving them anything. They kicked me off. It would be just my luck for someone to click on it. So moving forward, there should be an Amazon link if I purchase something on Amazon, or if Amazon has the product. So just so you know, if you click on the link and it's an Amazon link, most likely, especially once I replace all the links, I will get, at no additional charge to you, a commission. So let's hop on into it. So here are 10 gift ideas for coffee lovers. Number 1, from Tea Turtle. I actually love this brand. I've only purchased 2 things from them, 2 t-shirts, one for myself, which I actually just ordered today. So it's on its way, and a gift for someone else. They have the cutest t-shirts. This one says, I need iced coffee. Man, I actually did a search on their website, and they have so many cute t-shirts. Even if you're not looking for coffee, if you like Star Wars, for example, cats, dinosaurs, check them out. And there are a bunch of different places you can go to. I just happen to like their t-shirts and I think they're cute. Next up, so glass straws. I always like to lean towards, when possible, environmentally friendly items. And here's an example. So the glass straws I'm sharing with you, I own both. One is from Iku. I actually own 2 different types of glass straws from them. The regular glass straws, which I feel like, no, I'm providing a link for their glass straws, but what I really own from them are their boba glass straws. And the one I have, I'm gonna put the link in the show notes, even though it's not really coffee related, is the Feed, May and Iku collab. It's my favorite straw. And nowadays, finally, I would say the last few months, I always have a glass straw in my bag. I don't know why I never did this before. So now when I go out, I just put my own glass straw. So I'm not using plastic straws that are not, to my knowledge, recyclable, so it won't end up floating in our oceans. You can use whatever you like. I know some folks prefer metal straws or paper straws. For me, they both have a weird aftertaste, so I use glass straws. Be careful. I'm very heavy-handed, so I have broken I have broken a few glass straws. The other glass straws that I have are from a brand called Hummingbird, and it is a 4-pack, and it comes with a cleaning brush. I believe all of the glass straws from Iku come with a cleaning brush. You're really gonna need it. You're really gonna need it. It makes a big difference. I know the boba glass straw from Iku comes with a cleaning brush. Okay, next up, milk frother. I've gone through 3 of these. And I think the reason why I've gone through 3 of these in 4 years is because I put protein powder in my coffee, and maybe that's a little bit heavier. So later I'm going to suggest perhaps a personal blender. If you're like me and you put heavier things in your coffee, or you're going to make like a smoothie, a milk frother is exactly that. It's just to froth the milk. So I'm probably working overtime with mine. But I'm putting the one that I have in the show notes. I currently have in the show notes. It's from Simple Taste. I also use Energizer rechargeable batteries. My twin brother got me the rechargeable kit, and I've since bought 4 more batteries on my own. So I think I have 8 rechargeable batteries. You can only charge, at least the one I have, you can only charge 4 at a time. But this is much better for me. Instead of constantly replacing batteries, I just charge these bad boys. Actually, I charge mine every day because I use mine for my fairy lights. I probably don't need to charge it every day, but I do. Okay, let's move on. Try the milk frother though. It gives you a little cafe feel. And I do think it's excellent for what it is for, which is to froth milk. Next up, I'm so excited. I think I talked about Tree Hut Iced Coffee Shea Sugar Exfoliating and Hydrating Body Scrub in a recent Faves episode, I think, or maybe it was a newsletter. And with Tree Hut body scrubs, sometimes they're seasonal. So I went back and checked. Let me see if it's in here. I checked the show notes of... where was it? I've been updating show notes and links, and that link didn't work anymore. So anyway, it's updated now because it was sold out. It wasn't available, but now it's back. It's updated. So get it. It is so heavenly. It smells exactly like coffee. Oh my gosh, get it. It's only $7. Oh, I haven't been telling you prices. Well, everything so far is under $25. The t-shirt is $24. The Cool glass straws are $5 each. The Feed Meme glass straw is $10, which, you know, if you're going to have a coffee-like drink with boba, sure. And the glass straws from Hummingbird are currently $17 for a 4-pack with the cleaning brush. The milk frother is currently $9. The Tree Hut body scrub, which, again, I really recommend, is $7. And then I looked for a candle that had a coffee scent. And I came across Pink Lavender and Espresso from Bath and Body Works. It came up a lot on the interwebs, so I'm going to leave it here. It's currently on sale for $14. It's usually around $27. Link in the show notes. Next up, glass tumblers with a glass straw. I found this on Etsy. The Etsy shop is Designs by MJV. It's currently $19 on sale, and it says Cafecito y Chisma. Don't make fun of my Spanish. And that translates, thank you Google Translate, that translates to coffee and gossip, which I think is cute and funny. Next up, one of my favorites, Cherry Human Studios by the graphic designer and surface pattern designer Christina Yu. She has a cat cafe coaster. It's also called Coffee and Cats Coaster if you go to her website. Very cute. I own a couple of her coasters, and it's a similar material. It's like a soft material, so it's not like a stiff coaster. It's similar to her mouse pads. Next up, coffee grinder. So this is for folks who like coffee beans, who don't buy ground coffee and they want to grind it themselves. It seems to me, after doing some research, that coffee grinders are usually over $25, generally over $25, but I did find one from Hamilton Beach for $19, so that's something to consider. And then last but not least, a portable blender for shakes and smoothies. I think this is also from Hamilton Beach, and I'm gonna double check the price. Hold on one second. It's $20, $21, $20.85. So this is a portable blender, 14 ounces. So it's on the smaller side, and it says free travel cup. I thought about recommending a blender just because you could make more, but I didn't find any blenders that I would personally use that cost under $25. So this is good because you could make your smoothie and take it with you. And that's from Hamilton Beach, $25. Bonus, I have 3 coffee smoothie recipes for you that I found on the internet. Most of them have like between 5 and 7 ingredients, I think. Coffee smoothie from Love and Lemons, Good Morning Coffee Lover smoothie from Ambitious Kitchen, and healthy coffee smoothie, only 7 ingredients, from a Sweet Pea Chef. So those are the 10 gift ideas for coffee lovers. And like I said, you know your friend, you know yourself, you know your family member. Maybe you heard blender and thought, I don't think a blender is gonna work, but maybe like utensils that have cute coffee, decorations on them. I should also add, there's some low-hanging fruit here where you don't have to put too much thought into it, but you will nail it. For example, a gift card to their favorite cafe. $25. I mean, prices being what they are, maybe that's like a drink and a sandwich, and that's it. Would that even cover a drink and a sandwich? Yeah, I think it would. Very, very specific, especially if they're a coffee snob. If you know the type of coffee they enjoy, you can buy them like a pound or 2 or 3, depending on how much it costs, of their favorite brand of coffee. I actually didn't list that. I thought about it, but I think that's very subjective. Maybe I will list it in another episode. Like I know what I like, and when I had a K-cup machine, that's not what they're called, right? K-cup, K-pods, you know what I mean. I liked Paul Newman, for example. I really like that coffee. But some other folks might not enjoy it. So there you go. That is gift ideas for coffee lovers, $25 and under. In the show notes, I'm also going to add the OG Post gift ideas under $25. And SnackySays celebrates 3,000 downloads. That was back in October 2023, just a few months ago. Now we're up to 16,700 downloads. Yay! And I also have one of my favorite posts that I ever put on Substack, lunch ideas. It's pretty extensive, but due to technical issues, I think subscribers either never got it or got it twice. And it wasn't an audio recording, it wasn't a newsletter, it wasn't a podcast episode. So it kind of got lost in the sauce. So I'm going to redo that, update it, do something with that for 2024 and make it a podcast episode so more folks can listen to it and get lunch ideas. Because I know myself, that's one of the number one questions, like, what am I going to eat? What's for lunch? And with these lunch ideas, you'll see in the post if you go in the show notes, they're things that you can actually have for breakfast or dinner, even though it's called lunch ideas. And there are probably even a couple of snack ideas in there. Okay, that is it. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast episode or any of my podcast episodes, please subscribe at joddie.substack.com, joddie.substack.com if you haven't already. And please share with a friend or 3. Thank you so much for listening. Take care.